Yo, what is up, legends, and welcome to today's video. I'm filming here at my girlfriend's house, Miranda's. It's not the usual setting with the big Rezillion banner because you know I gotta have the product placement and stuff. But today we're gonna be talking about biceps and why they're not growing. So maybe you've seen the growth that you've wanted to see in your biceps. You've actually been growing them, but then you hit this plateau where it's just like your biceps are just staying the same. Nothing's changing. You're at 14-inch arms and you want to get to 16-inch arms, but you're doing the same shit and it's not working. You're still hitting your biceps and triceps, whether you're doing a push-pull legs and upper lower, or you're actually doing a specific arm day, or you're doing bro split, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna give you guys 3 tips that you can implement that will definitely help you actually grow your arms and maybe break the plateau that you're in. There was a point where I couldn't get any growth in my arms. I felt like I was staying the same, and I started implementing these things and they helped. I'm actually gonna give you a 4th one because I feel like this one is super important as well. Actually, it might even be one of the most important ones. I don't even know why I didn't think about this before, but it just came to my head, so I'm gonna throw it in anyway. So instead of 3 tips, you guys get 4 tips, alright? So smash the thumbs up button because it helps me and I'm trying to help you guys, and then subscribe if you're new because we just always make aesthetic content, and then I'm going to be vlogging soon because I'm going to be competing, so motivation, inspiration, whatever you guys want to call it. I'm here to help you, okay? So let's do this thing. Number 1, and it's the most important one, is recovery. You might be smashing your biceps and triceps to the absolute max, but if you're not recovering properly, then it doesn't matter. You're breaking down muscle in the gym. That's what you're doing. You're not growing in the gym, even though you might get an aesthetic fucking pump of the gods. That doesn't mean you just grew. All you did was get the pump and then it goes away after, but you actually broke down muscle, or you stimulated the muscle, and now your body has to adapt to whatever the hell you just did. So if you don't eat properly, meaning if you don't get enough protein, and if you're not at a decent calorie daily intake, like you don't want to be in a crazy deficit, like you're 1,000 calories below maintenance, your body doesn't have enough. It's going to be so damn hard for your body to actually recover and build muscle. And yes, you can build muscle while you're cutting, but you want to be in a very small deficit. We're talking like 300 calories, and you have to be hitting your protein. Everything has to be in check if you want to gain muscle while you're cutting. For the sake of this video, I highly recommend being in a little bit of a surplus, a calorie surplus. So you find your maintenance, do that all shit on Google, whatever, and then you go into a surplus of like 200 to 400 calories. You're making sure that you're hitting your protein, 1 gram of protein per pound of lean body mass, not overall body mass, because if you're 300 and then you have 80 pounds of fat, you're not feeding your fat protein. It's not how it works, okay? Yeah, it kind of heats me up because I always see people saying like 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. It's not how it works. Anyways, I'm going off on a tangent here. Recovery. Make sure you sleep enough. Try to get your 8 hours, or average it out through the week. So if you get 5 hours here and then 9 hours here, if you were to take it throughout the entire week, you get 8 hours every single day. Make sure you're getting carbs so you can actually perform, get a good pump, lift heavy weight in the gym so you can actually give your biceps and triceps the stimulus it needs. And obviously the protein is going to be the most important thing when it comes to actually repairing the muscle. And like I said, you want to be in a little bit of a surplus. So if your recovery is in check, then we'll move on to the next one because hopefully that's already helping you. Number 2 is going to be progressive overload. So if your nutrition is in check, your sleep is in check, you're drinking enough water, doing everything right, then now we go to the gym. We're making sure that we're actually increasing the weight and trying to challenge our body. Because if you don't give your body stimulus, and we're talking about the biceps and triceps, but this goes for anything, for any muscle group, you have to make sure that you're challenging your body and giving it new stimulus. And by new, I don't mean it has to be a new exercise. I'm saying new stimulus as in it's either heavier, your form's better, there's more tension on that area, there's more reps, but you don't want to do too many reps because then you just go into muscle endurance. But all I'm trying to say is you challenge your body and you work harder than the time before, or you do something that is different and more challenging. That way your body has to adapt to that new stimulus. For example, if you're always doing dumbbell curls with 25s, you're always doing the same thing, you do your 10 to 12 reps every single time, and then you go and do your tricep push downs with 30 pounds, you're still doing it, you're gassing yourself, but it's always the same. Every workout is the same. You're not doing anything that's different. Even if you just add 5 pounds extra, or you go to the in-betweens, instead of doing 25s, you do 27 and a half, or maybe you move over to a barbell curl so you can actually put like plates and stuff on there or whatever, and you increase by small increments. It's still progress. The whole point is progress, progressive overload, so you are stimulating your body and creating a new adaptation. When you're doing those tricep pushdowns, try to increase your form. Maybe you're actually trying to work on a specific head. Things like that are going to help instead of doing the same damn thing. Number 3 is going to be frequency and volume. They go hand in hand. And by that, I mean, how often are you actually working your biceps and triceps? Are you only targeting them once a week? Are you doing it 2 times a week, 3 times a week? So that's all going to matter. And then within those training sessions, how much volume are you doing? If you're only hitting your biceps and triceps once a week, that's one of the big reasons why your biceps and triceps aren't growing. You're getting small arms because you're not giving them enough work. You have to make sure that you're at least hitting them 2 times a week, which is what I do because it's push-pull legs, so I hit it on my push for my triceps, and then on my pull day, I'm hitting biceps. And I'm obviously doing the push-pull legs twice a week, so that way I actually get to work my biceps and triceps at least 2 times. Sometimes I'll even throw in a couple extra sets, or maybe I'll even go on my rest day if my recovery is really good, and I'll actually work on the things that I think need to come up. If my triceps need to be bigger, on my rest day, I'll go do like 1 exercise of triceps, or if I need to work on my abs. It's like that day, it's either a rest day if I really need it, or I'll go and work on something that just needs to improve. But that's more of an advanced thing because I also spread out my volume very nicely to the point where sometimes I don't even have to take rest days. But for the most part, people just go and absolutely just fucking kill it, and then they're sore for a bunch of days, and then they're killing it on top of it, and then they're just going catabolic and actually losing gains. There's a lot more to it than just going to the gym and just lifting weights. I mean, like that will work in the beginning. You're gonna get gains no matter what, but there's gonna become a point where you're gonna hit a plateau and you're gonna be doing the same thing over and you're gonna see absolutely no progress. And that's when you have to start looking into the details of training and nutrition and recovery. Now, when it comes to volume, it obviously goes hand in hand with frequency. So like I said, I'm doing it 2 times a week, and I'll do about 2 to 3 exercises per workout. So that usually comes out to whatever, 6 exercises. And if I'm doing 3 sets, sometimes I'll do 4 sets. So let's go in the middle. So 3 times 6 is 18, or 4 times 6 is 24. If we're going in the middle, it's about 19, 20. And that is a perfect amount of sets to do throughout the week. Now, you obviously want to make sure that you're spreading it out. You don't want to go and do 20 sets in one workout. It's not going to be ideal for your body to recover, and you're waiting way too long to target the muscle again, because obviously it's going to be super sore, so you have to wait regardless. And the 4th one that came up in my head when I was literally talking to you guys was form. Form is so important, and it goes hand in hand with progressive overload. You might think that you're working the muscle, like you go and do a bench press, but based on how your form is and how your anatomy is, certain muscles might be working more. Or when you're doing let's move over to more of like an isolation movement. If you're doing a tricep push down, a lot of the times people will lean over and they'll even use their chest to do it, and other muscles will start to come into play. You might use a little bit of shoulders. So when you actually work on the form and focus on what you're trying to work on, then you're gonna see more stimulus, which then takes me back to the progressive overload. You're gonna create an adaptation because your muscles are working a lot harder since you're fully isolating it. Say when we're doing a tricep push down and you're literally just trying to work the lateral head, that's gonna create more stimulus. Your body has to adapt to that. So understanding what muscle you're hitting and going into the gym with intent to work a specific muscle group, and even more, the actual muscle within the muscle group. So your tricep has 3 parts. What are you trying to target the most? Are you trying to just do overall triceps? Are you trying to do the lateral head, long head? And same with biceps. Are you trying to target the long head? Does that need more work? Does your arm look small from like the side? That's actually what I'm working on right now, is more so long head work. And when you go into the gym with intent, it is going to be so much better because you can focus on that specific muscle, the form, the progressive overload, pushing yourself. Because if you go into the gym guessing, you're already gonna be setting yourself back because you don't even have structure. You don't know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. So I hope this helps you guys. If it does, then smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you in the next one. Yeah, get your fucking biceps up. Let's go. And triceps.